In this video, the husband, dressed as a gun-slinging cowboy and sheriff, is mourning his deceased wife. In his imagination, his wife hears him as he recites his favorite poem, Annabel Lee, by Edgar Allan Poe. Not realizing his situation, the husband has started conversing with his deceased wife. She is sad because her husband is still grieving over her death.
I had died 15 years ago, and Henry has been reciting that same old poem when he thinks of me. I'm astonished that he comes to this ghost town in the middle of nowhere, dressed like a silly cowboy and sheriff to be alone while he grieves. I know he misses me, however he has to move on, and let me rest in peace.
It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know, by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought, than to love and be loved by me. She was a child and I was a child, in this kingdom by the sea. But we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee. With a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted, her and me. And this was the reason that, long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud by night, chilling my Annabel Lee. So that her high-born kinsman came, and bore her away from me. To shut her up, in a sepulchre, in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes. That was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we. And neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And the stars never rise, but I see the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so, all the night tide, I lie down by the side of my darling, my life, and my bride, in her sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the side of the sea.
Henry, why do you recite that same old poem when you mourn my death? You have been doing this for 15 years. I'm Mary, your departed wife, not Annabel Lee. She died at a younger age, and in a different way.
I still miss you. I've been lonely all these years.
I understand how you feel, but you have created an illusion that lasted many years, and it has to stop.
What do you mean?
For one thing, I'm not some apparition or ghost but an illusion you created in your mind. This visual image of me isn't real. Also, the angels above and below were never envious of my so-called beauty, and your love of me.
Am I going crazy?
You're not going crazy, my beloved. You just haven't accepted my death for all these years, and have adopted a poem of Edgar Allan Poe as a coping mechanism.
As usual, you are right. But it's still lonely without you.
I'll always love you, but you have to move on. You need to remarry.
I'll always love you too.
You need to marry her, and move on. You know who I'm talking about. This is goodbye until the next life.
Goodbye, my beloved. I'll take your words to heart.
The husband walks away happier, but he never forgets his deceased wife. He eventually remarries and mourns his deceased wife less and less as the years pass.